tu sai fo'i matulanga le tātou mafutanga ia wāpo le whainga malanga tida manuia lava lo malanga whainoa e o se au na whāpai o le nei pōkalame o whero iai lo mea lofa nei tuina mai totono le nei pōkalame o le loto mawalaro o le loto lofa manuia oe o mea lava oe mo whetū o le pōkalame o le mauto sa movi ino le tua so se te me whai e le whaatalofa ata mai tai an mota e mana tua pea oe whainoa manuia lo malanga
Thank you all for coming here today. With both heavy hearts and deep reverence, we unite in this space to honour and celebrate the life of our mum, Viola Hawker. Though the invisible bonds of sorrow that join us, let us also be bound by the celebration of a life well lived and dearly cherished. We are here today not just because we have lost someone, but because we are fortunate not to have known them. Without the influence, we carried cherished memories of our mum in our hearts. every person present today brings a unique piece of our mum, a personal memory, a shared moment, a story that reminds them of their unique spirit and unforgettable character. Welcome to all our relatives, friends, colleagues, neighbours, and those who hold Whāinua dear to them. Your presence today is a testament to your love and respect for our mum, Whāinua, and this collective love will help us navigate the difficult journey of our loss and mourning. My name is Mr. David Pope, though many of you may know me as David, simply as David, as the eldest son of our mother, the dear mother's 4 children, my brother Steve and my sister Melissa. It's both an honour and a responsibility for me to guide us through today's proceedings. To ensure that our shared experience is as inclusive and respectful as possible, Pastor Sita Amosa will provide translations and interpretations in our mother tongue, Samoan. We understand that only some present are fluent in Samoan. We ask you for your understanding and patience during this portion of the ceremony. My brother Steve and my niece Nina will introduce each part of the proceedings as we go. We have been gifted a videographer in honour of their art for Samoa Baina for our tour be present, who will be capturing Mum's special day. We kindly ask that no photos or videos are to be taken from your personal mobile during the service or Guru. This was a specific request from Mum, being a private person, and we hope you understand. Though you will be able to view Mum's special day on the Jennifer Foundation of Samoa channel via YouTube. Again, thank you for joining us on this day of remembrance and for being patient as we navigate through the ceremony, honouring the day of Mum, Whāinua, in a manner that bridges the connection between our languages, our cultures, and our hearts. I would like to now welcome Mr. Steve, Pastor Lisa. Thank you.
se la ona o ye ki tātou mawhatanga ni tai. Ono se tasi e pele i tono le aima e masere tuna ya te prima ma le lopaare. Ai tātou titatom whakatasi le ni tai au. O le teo pa ia lama le tua whamawhatunanga le tātou tumata. Yang kemudian letak rumah ini cayau, lui orang biasa mengurus ni letak rumah tanah Cina yang ay tato lut jene, yang tato filefia, biasa filefia ni Cina yang dan mesin maftanah berjemaah melinopal. Ya mesti tak umat ni caya. Kalau tak tahu apa yang tu dia boleh ni caya. Ia o tau vi atu ia Iowa. Ia o tau vi atu ia Iowa mai le langa. Ia o tau vi atu ia te ia i mea maurumua. Ia vi atu ia te ia o tau ana ange luma. Vi atu ia te ia o tau ana au malawa. Ia vi atu ia te ia lava le masina. Ia vi atu ia te ia o tō tu uma, lo fe punatu mai. Ia vi atu ia te ia le langi o langi, o vai o lo luma o le langi. Ia la tōni vi atu le suafa o leoa. Wa o ia na fetala iau, o na whaia la manea. Tātu tāna, le tuaro mātou tamai o le langi. O fale mai la whanau le taia. O matu o mai. Ona le toi aso si o matu tina. Lua le nei punga i e. Matu te o mai e moni mawina. Lua lofa o lua le le ia te. A o iai o ia le nei punga i e. I tutono le aina le kalesia. Ai mese fala tofa. Tamau talo le mana o nganga fio mai te nau le whamungia le nei sawi. Ia mauai mātou le lo kele, awane iai se kasi o mātou. Whaanoa noa, wā o mātou I unga rapa lea. A fio mai na ia le nei tai au, e mafuta mai o whatasi mai. Ono Yesu no matu ni no matu fao. Amen. Ata pese mai, pese o saudia, ero ta mai.
Sa
Me mai Yesu Kiristo lo mātou li mana mātou whaora. Ngā te leo le ngāga pa iyo le sosoani o mātou. Me nei tai auro mātou ta mana, o mātou whale mai, tonu le nei mātou mātou ia lo mātou. Ono le wala o pa ia na iyo se tasi o mātou tina. Mana pa ina au mana ngā kuenga I runga le nei punga. Au o mātou o mai mātou te moni mawina o mātou. Oa loka mana wanga le nei ia te. Talo le nei tai aolo mātou. Au le mole fio mai lo mātou. E nā na rotu toi tonu le nei mātou. Ia mātou. Paia mea umalo mātou tamai. Paia ki ia ina. Talo ina whamawhananga. Tamai a ko lima maisi o le whanau. Maisi mātou uma le nei tai au. Mātou o mai mātou te moni mawina. Le nei tai au mātou o whiro mai. Talo lau whio uma. Tani kura kura ko I whanau. Isi la moni mau. E nei o wanga le nei o mātou te mana uia ina pero o ngā o mātou. Wa o nganga o le nganga whamau. Mai me tonu o me sao ia te mātou. Mātou te whai ai. Ina ia mawaso I ngā o mātou. Talo le ne tai au mafuta mai na ia. Tasi mai le ne tai au. Ono swafo o Yesu o mātou o mātou whau. Amen.
This next program is Puberty, which will be followed by Melissa after singing. So typical words, same class.
Talo Falaka. Malo, soy for, and good morning to you all. On behalf of my family, I would like to begin by thanking everyone that is here, and for those who have sent their condolences. We have received countless phone calls, messages, flowers, meals, visits, and thoughts and prayers. They have been both comforting during this difficult time and a reminder of the impact that Mum had on so many others. Mum had a request to have no Whāsamoa at her funeral. Whāsamoa means the Samoan traditional way. Our culture is all about give and take. If people were to give, we would receive and give back. This is one of the hardest things I have ever had to do. For the past few days, I've been thinking, are there any words good enough to speak about the Queen of our family, my mum? I'm Melissa, 42, and the youngest of 4. The second eldest of our family is reunited with Mum, smiling down at us now. It is an absolute honour to be here sharing Mum's life story through my eyes. Mum is such a sweet soul, loved by many. She was such a selfless soul, ever so humble, and always seeing the good in everyone that she crossed paths with. No matter what the context was, my mum would always want to help that person to the best of her ability. She had a heart of gold. some fond memories of my mum that were funny. Such as when I was 3 years old, we lived out in the country of Balclutha, South Otago, New Zealand. My birth home. Our house was situated across the primary schools that my older brother Steve and David attended. Between the house and the school was a paddock. We used to take a shortcut and climb over the fence and walk across the paddock to pick up my brothers from school. As it was quicker to walk than get all 3 of us in the car to drive around to the school. One day after picking up my brothers, we were making our way back home. There were a flock of sheep eating grass, minding their own business. Being little at the time, my brothers and mum had already made it over the fence and patiently waited for me. They had, of course, ran. I got caught up, taking my time, then suddenly a huge white wild sheep had a problem with me and decided to chase me. I'd never forget that day, as I swear I felt like I'd never ran so fast in my whole entire life. I could vividly see my mum and brothers waiting at the fence while mum was yelling, "Run, Mr. Morton!" Siblings will be siblings, as they were hysterically laughing at me, as does the whole family to this day. Apparently, when mum said run, that means run, but I didn't. At this point I was in tears and I feared for my life, being over dramatic. When I made it, mum pulled me over the barbed wire fence, and instead of asking me if I was okay, she said, "Wala, lo savali le mo ale kope lo savali, nai whai atu e te moe." Meaning, if you walk faster, the sheep wouldn't have chased you. I said run! I've never liked animals since, except dogs, being traumatized from that day. I was the fastest girl in the events at school, like athletics and cross country. I wonder why. Another childhood memory that I'll never forget was when my mum used to take Steve and I to New Brighton Beach in Christchurch, New Zealand. We used to get fish and chips and sit in the car park at the beach and watch the waves come to shore. She paid for us to ride on the train that drove up and down the mall. She also took us to this fun flying fox park. It was the best. Mum always made time for us kids, despite her and Dad worked a lot. It's the little things in life that matter the most. Mum was always supportive of us growing up. If Dad was working, Mum would be there supporting and cheering us on at school sports events and extracurricular activities. She had always encouraged us to pursue our dreams and exclaimed, "It was for us and nobody else." I am to this day proud that I had a devoted, loving and supportive mum to say I've completed my postgraduate master's degree in education. I'm a passionate teacher. I've been teaching for 22 years and still enjoy doing what I love the best. Thank you, Mum and Dad, as I wouldn't be the person I am today. Lastly, the love my mum had for my dad. Let me say that again. Lastly, the love my mum had for my dad was what I perceived as true love. the sweetest couple. Dad being a big friendly giant, 6'4" tall, and Mum being 5'5" short. Mum was so protective of Dad in a nurturing way. Dad was protective of Mum in a manly way. And when I say this, a man has to protect his wife, seeing the way my parents were when I grew up. I don't think anyone would have tried anything with my dad being by Mum's side. She treated Dad like a king. All throughout my childhood, I would watch my mum nurture and care for my dad, to the point that Dad didn't know where his belongings were. Mum knew everything. Ask your mum, Dad would say, if he didn't know something. She was so OCD and had exceedingly high expectations when it came to organisation. She would even label things, even stating the obvious, because that was just my mum. For example, a brand new packaged toothbrush with a post-it label saying, new. Or helping Dad find his socks, she would place a pair in a clear snap-lock bag and label it socks. My dad, daughter, and I cared for Mum from the day she was discharged from through palliative care. If you were to ask me, was it easy? I'd say no. If you were to ask me, would you do it again? I'd say yes, 500 times over and over. The last 3 days of my mum's life, her health was quickly deteriorating. She could no longer feel her legs. She wasn't eating. She couldn't drink independently or communicate verbally. It was so disheartening to endure, and the significant meaning of heartache and pain. Dad and Mum never addressed themselves to each other with their first names in our family. Our family is a tight-knit family. Our parents always called each other Mum and Dad. On the day of her passing, her last words she voiced across the room, so surprisingly loud, was Dad, and then softly whispered Dad off the tip of her tongue before she passed. That was such a powerful moment, knowing she hadn't spoken a word in those last 3 days. For her to use all her might and will to shout out Dad across the room, she was so strong. It was like Mum wanted to say goodbye to the love of her life for the last time. That's true love, and so special. I hope someday I find true love like Mum and Dad, and wish this upon my loved ones and friends. Mum, rest assured, Dad is in good hands, and I will continue to care for him like you did, as I know he'll be missing you the most. It broke my heart when my dad said to my granddaughter, Dior, the next day, Dior, do you want to be my best friend? My best friend is in heaven now. My granddaughter Dior is such a sweet girl, just like her great-grandma, my mum. And she replied, "Of course, Granddad." "Dad, I'm not Mum. I could never replace her. But please be patient with me. I will be there with you and for you right up until the end. Doing all the things that Mum did for you because I love you. We will get through this together. Thank you, Mum, for all you have done for me in my life and raising me to become a resilient and grounded, independent and strong, self-confident, patient and a loving woman. Ia Manuelo Malanga, Mum. I miss you so much. I love you, Mum. Taha Falava, Olo Ingoa, Ozina, Ainoa, Ope. Olo Ingoa Samoa, Opa Ingoa Latis. Olo Ingoa Lena, Napa Ingoa Ya Ulamnana. Hey everyone, my name is Ina Ainoa Ope. I'm 23 years of age, the daughter of Melissa Pope and the mother of Dio. My Dio is Mum and Dad's first great-grandchild. She's 2. I am the second grandchild of Faino Pope. The favorite grandchild, I'd like to hope. It was only until I was replaced with my little but overgrown Nixon over there. I'd like to explain firstly, to understand my words as I go on. My dear Nana and Granddad, whom I have always called Mum and Dad, have always called each other Mum and Dad. This easily carried forward with me as their love was like no other. I call them both by Mum and Dad as well as my own. Some find this disrespectful, but we're just that close of a family, and I love my mother. Mum and Dad have always treated me like their own, to the point you'd ask them how many girls they had, and they'd never failed to say 2 of us. It's funny because growing up, I'd be like, "Mom," and they'd both respond and be like, "Yeah." And I would be like, if it was a calling to Nana, "No, not you, Mum," to my mother, or if it was to my own mum, "No, sorry, my mum, not you." So today, when I speak the word Mum, I am speaking about Faye Norfolk, my dear grandmother. Mum has always made me so proud to be Samoan. I can't lie. As a young child, I used to be embarrassed, or maybe ashamed, if you will. I don't know if I'm choosing the right words. But to be Afakasi, to translate a half-caste, I was either not Samoan enough or not white enough. Mum supported me always. She guided me to trust in your path, and if someone doesn't want to be your friend based on your physical appearance, you don't need them as a friend. herself as the queen of our family, a huge role model to us. A huge role model to us. To carry the characteristics, to be such an accepting, non-judgmental, humble, and the most selfless woman in this cruel, sinful world. I never understood this as a child, but growing up, I definitely realized the power of not caring and choosing to handle negativity with kindness and love. This is what Mum lived by. I will never forget as a child the feeling of being so disrespected when we would see Samoans, whether that be strangers that were Samoan, friends, and even my own family meeting me for the first time, not knowing who I am. Mum and Dad would always say something along the lines of, yeah, malo ilo afionga, or yeah, malo le soifo ilo sura. And they would reply with something in our language, and then they'd look at me and be like, hello. Mind you, I felt brown in my head. When we were in private, I'd be like, Mom, why do you do that? Hello. I'd be so offended, but now I laugh at it. Like, okay then, no worries. Hello to you too. I grew past this and obviously realized Mum and I were special. Mum and I would joke around with the family and say that we were the special ones. Blessed to be of fair skin tone, to be the only short ones, but they joked back and called us adopted. Mum was always so protective of me. Given the fact that she is 5'5", to this day, I still can't believe this happened. When I was 9 years old in primary school, this boy in my class punched me at lunch over something so silly. Boys being boys. I was always so shy, so I let it go. When I got home, I told Nana about it. Not to complain, just to let it out. She didn't say much, but I knew she was annoyed. Dad used to take me to school as Mum worked night shift and slept in. Now let me tell you, she goes the following morning to Dad. Dad, mafoi il fale, like y'all which means, Dad, you stay home. I'm going to drop her at school. I knew where that was heading. We got to school, and she said she wants to come with me. I begged, Mum, please don't tell the teacher. It's okay, Mum, I promise. She assured me, it's okay, dear. I won't talk to the teacher. I just want to come with you. She must have been looking at my class photos the night before, because tell me how she knew exactly who the boy was as I had said his name. She pointed at him and asked me, is that him, dear? I said, yeah, Mum, but it's okay, I won't go near him. Without listening to my reply, she stormed up to that boy and picked up that little boy by the collar and said, are you Ben? To which he replied, yes, I'm so sorry. She said so nicely while holding him by the collar of our uniform, don't you ever, ever touch my little girl again. You do it again, and I find out, you will see me again. Then kindly put him down, comes to me and says, yeah, well, okay, dear, you have a good day at school. I just couldn't believe what had just happened. The next week, the school issued a policy. Parents were no longer able to come in the grounds before school begins
Mind you, this primary school knew Mum very well. Our family in their time went there too. My own mother, my Uncle Steve, and the principal in their time was still my principal. So complaints towards our family was not a thing. They were used to it, but the policy was most definitely locked in place. When I was 12, Dad and Mum agreed to teach me how to drive. Dad taught me entirely, while Mum just awkward at me. Slow down, dear. From a young age, I was driving every now and again. Dear, dear, sabe morning out in that appointment. Go buy some milk. Come drop me off at my appointment. I loved being able to help my grandparents out, given the fact I was still in school. When I was 15, Nana was still working night shift, so it would just be Dad and I at home. After school, I'd meet him on his route, keep him company to finish his shift, as he was a bus driver. He worked long hours, and one night, he was so tired, I couldn't wake him up as easily. I wanted McDonald's. I knew I could drive properly. I was approved by a professional bus driver. Like that. Even though I had no license, I made my own decision. Dad snores so loud, so when I went into his room again after attempting to wake him, I opened the window as that window was by the driveway. I unlocked and opened the front door as Dad took a snore, waited for the pause, then quickly locked the door. I was so scared at this point, was so hungry. I unlocked the car, not yet turning the engine on, winding down the car windows to listen for the snore. As soon as I heard your snore, Dad, I turned the engine on and went out our driveway, praying you didn't wake up. McDonald's was only a 5-minute drive down the road. I got my chicken meal and a Coke and rushed back home. I was about 2 minutes from the house as I pulled up to the footpath and oh my gosh, Nana was standing on the footpath with her hands on her hips. Like a police officer, she signaled to put the window down, shocked that Dad wasn't in the car. I winded the window down and she says, "Dear, where did you go?" I didn't even know what to say. I thought I was about to get the telling off of my life. I just picked up the Maccas and I was like, "I was hungry, Mum, I'm sorry." I couldn't, as I was about to say, I couldn't wake up Dad. She interrupted with love and said, "Oi, Carlo, dear. Yeah, wow, what a name on your eyes." Meaning, "Oh, you poor thing. Well, is your food okay?" Shocked. I'm like, "I'm so sorry, Mum, I won't do it again. Did you finish work early? Why are you home so early?" But yeah, food's good, Mum. Thank you. Mum didn't even care. She just goes, "Yeah, I found Shelley. I only just got home. But dear Zena, please, if you're hungry, just wait for me to come home. This is not what Dad taught you how to try. I will take you every night, dear, if you want. Please, dear, just don't tell Dad about this." From then, she woke me up every night when she got home and asked if I was hungry. Every few days, it became a little ritual of ours. When she got home, we'd drive to get food and eat close to 1 a.m. Dispose our evidence, come home and sleep. Dad would never even wake up. When Mum was in a hospital earlier in the year, I reminded her of this. We laughed and we joked about it. To my surprise, she says to me, "And you know what, dear? I never ever told Dad about this." I was so shocked. So when we told Dad, he was even more shocked. Even though he was shocked, Mum, Dad, and I, we all laughed together thinking about these memories. Even though I wasn't in your whole life, Mum, I am so blessed to have had you there for my whole life. So blessed to have the privilege of being named after you. Mum, Fayanor is the top of her family. You always called me the princess of ours. So truly, I am so honored to have your name, Mum. Mum, this year hurt so much. I tried to be strong like you wanted me to be. I studied what I learned from the doctors and tried my best to always translate what was going on in your body. You were so strong, Mum. I don't know how you did it. Thank you, Mum, for trusting me. Mum, this year hurt so much. I tried to be strong like you wanted me to be. I studied what I learned from the doctors and tried my best to always translate what was going on in your body. You were so strong, Mum. I don't know how you did it. Thank you, Mum, for trusting me with all your injections, your medications, and everything studying your health. I was so scared when everyone wanted me to administer your cannulas and injections. Your very last one, Mum, I will never, ever forget. You screamed, "Death!" after being nonverbal for 3 days. And at this point, paralyzed from the waist down, I asked you, Mum, are you in pain? To which you nodded. I tried to comfort you. I ran to get the injection and had it all ready to go. I told you I was about to do it. You said, yeah, meaning yes. You whispered a faint death, to which I was injecting, and I felt your arm immediately go cold. See your chest not pumping anymore. I screamed to check your pulse. I wish I could have helped you, Mum. I wish I could have prolonged your life and not just help your pain. I'm sorry, Mum. Even though I'm only half Samoan and my Dior a quarter, I will always continue what I've been taught by you and Dad, Mum. The Fat Samoa way of living, or the Samoan way, it's something that you have strongly enforced in my life for the better. To remember the importance of ainga, alofa, tautua, fa'alalu, and usita'i. Family, love, service, respect, and discipline. I was constantly reminded of those principles growing up, and it means a lot to me. I hope I can raise Dior as well as you encourage my mum with me. I took your words to heart. I took your opinions, advice, and guidance so seriously. I will miss that so much, Mum. I will miss helping you with everything you do, letting you help me with everything I do. Your excitement to plan every outfit of mine, my nail sets, my whole life with me. You make me so particular, Mum, and I love it. You were my whole world, Mama. Mom, thank you for everything you have taught me. It has shaped me into who I am today. Thank you for being a part of Dior's life and every single thing you have done for her. Watching Dior care and love you as much as I love you breaks my heart that she'll never yet understand why you've left us. I promise, Mum, I will keep sharing your stories, your lectures, your legacy, your love with your baby Dior. I hope I will continue to make you proud, Mum. I love you, Mum, so much.
Allow me to take you down memory lane again to that little quaint town inside the target of New Zealand, Auckland Harbour, which is near Bellford. A small town with a population of approximately 200 people lived around in the 1980s. It was where everybody knew everyone, including their pet names, what type of motorbike to ride, and possibly even know when you took the number 1 and number 2s on a daily basis. In such a close-knit community, my parents were as familiar as the local post office down on the main road in town. In particular, Mum was renowned for her punctuality, her organisational skills, and loyalty to her work. More importantly, and my favourite, she was one of the town's ladies softball stars. You might be picturing a towering athletic lady, but let me dismiss that image from you. Despite her small stature, Mum was a petite Samoan lady who could swing a bat like a seasoned pro. If we replaced that bat with one of Mum's jangles, I'm confident the result would be the same. Mainly due to the extent of what she practiced launching household goods at Steve and myself. I vividly remember watching her practice, amazed at how she could belt out grounders to first, second and third base and crush balls soaring high into the outfield. As the greatest fan, I cheer her from the sideline, shouting, "Nice hit, Mum!" But Mum's prowess just didn't confine to the softball field. I swear, Mum had resembled resembling an Olympian long jumper and high jumper. Barely reaching a mere 5'5", she possessed superhuman ability to cover ground when she was about to fussy or smack Steve on herself in the head. She could do a standing 2-metre jump from anywhere in the house, over everything, and she could jump 2 metres high to the back of my head. Mum was a true and proper Samoan mum. But more on a serious note, our close family and friends would know about the formidable battle that Mum had been waging with her health. I recall a day in high school when I returned to a grim scene of bloody towels in the sink and a missing mum and a missing dad. I later learned that an ulcer on her face had ruptured, causing massive blood loss. Dad had rushed her to Christchurch Hospital and even performing first aid in the middle of the road. Yet Mum's spirit remained unbroken. She fought her way back to her health, as she had always done. Even during her last weeks, she confronted her medical trials with the bravery of a seasoned warrior. Her relentless determination, her unwavering love for our family, and her selflessness were virtues that I deeply admire and strive to emulate. So, as we remember Mum today, or far more, or know her to some, let's honour her resilience and her strength. Life will undoubtedly throw us curveballs and exhausting days, but let's fight for ourselves and those we love. Let's fight as Mum did for her beloved husband, my dad, for Steve, Melissa, and for her precious granddaughter Zena and great-granddaughter Dior. Let's be more like Mum. Thank you everybody for coming today. Please have a safe journey back to your loved ones. Thank you. Don't know who I am. My name is Steve Solipope. The lady in the bush is my mum. It's hard to stand up here. I don't know where to start. I didn't have anything right. I was saying how it is. I could be standing here talking for months about my mum. But just before I start talking about my mum, I was going to say thank you to Pastor Casida Musa family, to all the people that supported my mum in the last couple of weeks. For me and Dave, it was hard being on the other side of the world, watching your mum fade away. So it was hard. So thank you to all the people that have been around supporting and helped my mum and dad at that time. A special thank you to Sina and my sister Melissa. They held the ground and looked after Mum as well as looking after Dad, trying to look after themselves. Like Sina was saying, she was taught stuff from the Formai to do that you wouldn't think you'll be doing at that time. Putting drugs into your mum, feeding drip lines into them. What's it saying? Real proud. You did good. Mum would be very happy. Because what Mum taught us when we were little, as a parent, you're a parent, there's a lot of us here, all parents, we try to teach our kids the most we can before get the print for what's outside there. And for what Mum and Nana saw yesterday, she wouldn't be there. That's why she recoded. She was easier for her to recode. Her job was done. She was there. What he's done for Mum, and you're right, and that's what some more way. We don't send out to the old people and we take them home. So, this is my family here. Sorry, I'm glad to focus my wife and son Lisa, Marvel, Nate, and Maya. Like I said, I didn't have anything planned.
I'd just like to say on behalf of my family and my brothers and sisters, how much we love Nana and how much, especially me and my mum, appreciated how she took our son as her own, and she never looked at us any different. She always treated us the same. She gave us just as much love as anyone else did. She always made sure we were well fed, well looked after. And for that, we love you, Nana. You'll be dearly missed. Thank you all for coming. Yeah.
Sorry. For love, my name is Nixon. Then Nana was my favorite. Every time.
Thank you, Nixon.
Every time I went to Nana and Granddad's house, I always had something ready for me. Always so sweet food. And it was good to me. If not, we'll get there and start to McDonald's. She used to watch me play these. She used to scream at my name. Cheer. I play so hard. And then she passed away. My papa, her name on my wrist. I played her. I lost that game, but I got there today, so.
Thank you, Nixon.
Oh, yeah. I love you, Mama.
I love you. Just a quick story. Mum and Dad came and lived with us for, I'm not quite sure how long, but a wee while while we renovated. And they came home one day, and my pantry was completely clean. It was so spotless. I've never seen it so spotless. Everything was in like little containers. She organised everything. She wouldn't let me in the kitchen. I would like to cook anything. She was after so well. And there's a little pack of biscuits. And she would put it in a snack box container. But before she put it in the snack box container, she'd put it in a bag. And she would write on it that some biscuits. She would put it in the snack box container in like perfectly organised pantry. It stayed organised for as long as they lived there. Not so organised as they lived. But she was such a beautiful person. She always loved us. And we'll miss you dearly.
Thank you. These are plenty of stories of like what David was talking about. Mum was fit and strong. She was like an elite athlete. Because I was so overwhelmed and she knew how to throw anything. She should have been a shot put gold medalist from throwing the survey from distance. But there was a story back in Christchurch in Valentine's. We were going there to get school shorts because I was about to go to high school. And we were walking to Valentine's Mall and I saw my friends and I thought I'd go say hello. And Mum was over here, we were all down the aisle further down. And my mum knew who the friend was and I was talking to my friend there. And then all I heard was, Matthew! And I was like, Mum. I turned around and Matthew, gosh, your mum's calling you. And I turned around and my mum didn't have shorts. She had awful little kickies holding up like this. Matthew, Steve. And I turned around and she goes like this, holding this awful little kickies. The undies up in the air. And I was like, all right. And they were bright yellow, right? So I was like, oh. Right in front of everyone just turned around and really looked at my mum. I turned around to my mate and he walked away. She was so nice. I didn't forget that day. Because there was some girls in there too, I was trying to look cool. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, like I said, I could be up here for hours talking about my mum. I'll leave it at this because I know Nixon's hungry talking about McDonald's and I'm silly down. So yeah, we just got a little song that we're going to sing about our Muslim family over here. Here we go for Mum, just to finish off with Unity Club. So,
You're calling to make your way round. Our Lord knows you're on your way, and I'm sure there will be some sweet company there, and you're leaving no later than today. When you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone. We're gonna miss you when you're gone. We're gonna miss you by your heart. We're gonna miss you everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. When you're gone. When you're gone. When you're gone. We're gonna miss you when you're gone. We're gonna miss you by your heart. We're gonna miss you everywhere.
is good. All the time. God is good. Yeah. Waka man malo Yesu Kristo. Mwana wa pilo aya patalo patu. Ile pa ia man mamalo tatu matanga ni taya. Jadi ele tua. Patalo patu Yesu wa tapena palitua. Ya tayane pa ia man mamalo wa pia ni taya. Una oto samdingo o tinaya no po de uso ya no. Yeah. Fia o mai la salango le pa te mai tono la fia pa ia salango. Pasanga e o matai mama. E o mai e lo so soani. O lo so soani le mai ai o ma. O le na faia le langi a to man langa. Amen. Le faia la se mo na po sa o. Ia o. To si la fia o ma o a le. O sua ngane ole sua filho samaya to alima sua ngane o lo ngoa ia o vai sama soa ali a moça essa mulher mal fama sama matinaya no o nei chinai it's all from Talali, your we or not, so no, no, only point now, that's why a Maya to Lima, Manoi, New Zealand, Tassi, the Ape was a loud school. A Maya to Lima, Manoi, in Zealand, in Laloi, on an offer, near Tower Park, Lupa, Kennedy. Ito tama ito na nakuha mo rin mga halik. Gusto yan, mga fama. Ya David Sosorin, Steve, Melissa. La Ichiya ya. Yan, o nano, makuta yan, wama. O se tinay, sumuyan lupa. Sa pali pa lawi lone ya lokon no ya tia so ton mo se ma to ai na sa wa I ma to wa pai yang ni ko la ya lokon no ai pa tai ya to Sele tau mama ficha mano. O se tina tumu le lopa. Tina lo somo lalo. Si la pia le tua le lopa malanga le yo no. Ya no va buena sono tomato alo. Pa na so no ma se tuanga. No, sorry, Mama. Yeah, Ma. I was tired of no. Oh, Mama, in the family, I don't know. Oh, I. Mama, who type with Matama? Matana. And all the young lady, I don't know. Oh, no, Olima. Yes, yeah. O te papetai lea tua a mia noa. Paina tā ma I sa papenana. Sa bibi maua ia noa. I le umia tau ame mai e noa. Na mato maputa mai lava manoa. O te lewa ai lava se mai o noa. Sanu noa. Le loto tele male ili ngā ne tina tu tono. E hawe penga kuenga. Hau, e le ai ma se wa ai ato o wa apeo. o ti ngā mai se mea o tino noa. E nao te iloa ai te leo le loto. Ma le lofo ia. No, tai loa lofo maloa. Ia te, au tai mea lewa e whainga. No, loa lofo e tuanga ia to ni mama whanau. A manu ia tene le tua ia whainga malaka no. Ia ai. Se pese pia o swinga matu ana, matu e matu no pa ana. Ia no. No, ia tama ina le roto malama le. Sina pia le sua. Kala awa twaina te whanau. Tau se matu pese matu te awa lopa twaina noa. Ia manuia la whainga malama noa.
For now, our non-Samoan speakers, Mum was just talking about how loving our auntie was. She gave so much love to us. Treated us like her own. Best auntie. She was full of love. Full of love. Just one more memory. I'm the favorite, as you can all see. But our Samoa trip, that's when I like actually met her, and she was just always spoiling me. Because she knew I wasn't masangi to the Samoan food yet. I was only 11. She would just be like, okay, next stop McDonald's, just for me. So thank you, Auntie. We all thank you, we all love you. You'll never be forgotten.
Visita Flava ya kosa malfaltua ya matama swali ya malma waluno tato lita ya tifieta utana ile mafutana maleuso ya noa ya oao aimu ili nganoa sabainaya matenu manoa ili afyo anosa pali ya oma le fiona ya tori afford fiona tapa fascina. We are leaders of your man's favorite na noa ya o tau kou lea o le suafa tula epa I mato no Sapali. She's a princess. Yeah, how you all my type? Al princess Mary. Or Taupo, yeah, how all my type. Yeah, my fellow Emmanuel in the studio. Oh, my Manonali, the Fayno Pop, the Tony Pope. Fia ni stala la ua as a member of HRBP. They are strong-headed HRBP supporters. Our little HRBP. Tu ini final way yang betul awal man bio Samoa mau tangata tai tu atas yo dia nana matu fido aya ima merefio mai ya fa enua ya fa pia funcionali ya to ima popi ia teni mo na fido aya ima noa ma oau noa yo soto noa to adima ima mai batu tentus Matetu, yeah, my restart for the HRPP, yeah. Noah start crying, yeah. Alofa ya hao matole four. I don't want to talking about, yeah. Kani Noah, kani koi for ya maawia. That's what I know in Noah was it a matter. Alofa. So we both cried. Invite for a cup of tea. I know they come somewhere. Yeah, the second time we have the raffle. Yeah, Saturula my Samoa, but we put online. So Koadima and Noah prepare nice food for the okay, they know and Noah, but the way Noah working to support our raffle, it's like a normal person. But me, I got knee problem, so I only sit and Noah going around cleaning. So Noah, come here, sit here, and no, but I don't know. He has more health problem than me. And then the second one, we talking in front of my house. Talking in front of the studio, he's a lovely lady. He offer much for the program and works a lot for the program. He support Tolefo and myself. Ele numa facility we know ya aulia tua. We ostina na malu. We ostina lufa. We ostina tautua fa maoni. Iso se me yai. Yeah. Paulia se moni mau mafaiona o fia tautino aido wa manilei mo lo lofa o viva tau safia ia o ela ho princesa mai o se tatu motu ia ma se tatu motu mai sapali.
And Noah is one of the person, lovely person, fight really hard. Even she's humble. The second time she came to Odima to the barbecue, we sitting there, everybody's go home. Me and him, and Noah there, Fire and Noah. Well, respect to him. See, one of the lady always respect the family, the husband. We up to 2 o'clock. Everybody's going home. And we sit there very cold. I look at Mom and say, Father, respect. No, it's up to you now. It's up to you now. It's only Dad. The good things about it, you all here. That's to show how much you love Mom. That's how much Mom draw you to come here. She figured out most important, she done herself for her family, and she doesn't want to pay back of a funeral like this. She wants peace for everyone. That's to show how Christian, how believe in God. You know, I'm just going to say that to you guys, Steve and David. All moms need now, you guys go better and look after that. Make your family follow what you see Mom supporting. As supporting the programs of the Malta Samoa because we don't say bad things, we say good things for everyone. And your parents, one of the people, they support that justice. That's why it's so important to me. No, I will never forget it. I will never forget as much I call a medium, I always remember, no, it's one of the person is bring to the and help out for everyone. So now, that's what I want to say, Steve and David. because I met Steve twice now with Surrey River. That's why I'm happy. I'm supporting your family. When you come up in here, the old man's there, I try to invite him to come more. Because me, I'm like an old man. You know, when I was young, always like an old man style. That's why I'm stuck in like this. So that's what I say. Now, Steve, okay, David, remember Dad. You know, remember Dad. Now Mom is home. Spare some time to see Dad. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, the wife, the kids come all the way from New Zealand. We don't get this time in Spanish. Noah, Mom, Mia, no Manam.
Sukapis pa mamayan mo. Sunan niyo kangkay. Mo nga samon itano sana itano sana tano no fo fantasy ne ona
Hi everyone, my name is Vicky and I'm so privileged to be here today. The reason I'm just going to say a few words is I've recently met Noah. I was put into hospital on the 9th of May this year due to a leg problem and back problem. So I was put into emergency for hours on end and then they decided to find me a bed on the 4th floor. So this particular nurse said, oh, there's a bed in 4B, you know, that's vacant, I'll put you in there. Great, didn't have to wait too long. I got into the ward and met this lady. Her name was Noah. I couldn't pronounce her name, so she said, call me Noah. I said, okay. From that moment on, we clicked. We just clicked. So she looked after me like a mother figure. One night I was asleep and I must have kicked the blankets off. And all I felt through the night, it was about 2 o'clock in the morning, all I could feel was this sheet and blanket coming over my shoulder. The next morning I looked over. She had a big smile on her face. She said, were you born? Yes, I was born. And I looked and I went, it was you? She said, yeah, it was me. Like a mother cradling a baby, making sure a baby's so warm, like she did with her kids. Okay, that's enough. Then when the doctors came in, the doctor would see her and the blood people would come in and give her and, you know, take bloods and do this. And I'd say, you're not coming in, mate, like, you know, you're not getting any. She said, well, if it's good enough for me, you're going to cop it too, you know, so we did. Anyways, when the doctors came in, she'd say, now make sure you tell them everything, what's wrong with you, and, you know, check your food and things. Okay. So when the doctors were there, I remember what she said, and I did say to the doctors, and when the doctors walked out, she went, good on ya, you know, that's the way she was. So then I got discharged from the hospital after about 8 days because they said they needed the bed. Hospital system, right? Anyway, so from then on, I went up to see Noah. I went up to see Noah and we sat and we talked. and I met this beautiful family. This beautiful family who took me under my wing. And then there was little Dior, wherever she is, we clicked. We clicked. And apparently after I'd gone to see Nan, she'd say, Mum, where's Vicky? Where's Vicky? You know? But, and then there was one time there, I was sitting with her and her meal came. And she said, Vicky, can you go and get me a cup, please? And I said, yeah, sure, I'll find out for you. And I thought, oh, maybe she liked the apple juice, so yeah, I'll get her a cup. So I walked back in and I said, no, here's the cup you want. She sat down and she halved half of the meal and put it in this cup for me so I could sit there and eat. Who doesn't? So we chatted for a while and she told me about her working life, and even when Dad was there, I didn't know whether it was Dad or Grandpa or Nan or Mum or whatever, like seeing her and saying that, and I was just getting all confused until recently. Really, I was. And then seeing it explained. So, but I think, is it Nan? Is it Mum? Is it? I didn't know, you know, but now I know. And that day when she did that, we had a chat, and I said, okay, I'm going to go now. And we both kissed each other, we told each other, we loved each other, and we were so happy that we met and that we were friends for life. And we are friends for life. You all took me under your wing, and you were so loving and so beautiful. And I really, really appreciate all of you. And I appreciate you, Mel, because you put so much into my life. So worried about, I'm also worried about me. Like, dear, like, you know, you're going to get better, and dear, this is going to happen. She called everyone dear, and that's her main thing. That was her and I in hospital. That's the only photo I have, which I will treasure. Yeah, so I'm still going through what I'm going through now, and I'm still knowing about doctors and injections, you know how it is. But I will get there, so I'll find strength. God will give me strength. And you were so the way and the courage, and you fought. And it's just a shame that your family didn't know beforehand that they could have brought you home sooner. To look after you in a loving environment, care for you like they did in the last one. Anyway, that's enough from me, and I love you forever. And as I said, we're all friends for life. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is David. I'm Steve's brother-in-law. Look, I was going to read something really quick. This is from 1 Corinthians chapter 12. Verse 4. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs, and that does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth, always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. This is a lady that oozed love. We've been super close, but the love that she showed, you can see me photo now, just oozes with love. I had something I was going to say, but I just wanted to say thank you for the love that you've shown my family, my nieces and nephews, the love that you showed when my dad passed away, sorry that you showed. Love is thrown around so much these days. It's not used properly. This is a lady that showed love, showed patience, showed kindness. It's like pretty much Noah is patient. Noah is kind. She never envied, she never boasts. She was a selfless lady. And even is blessed with his presence now. I'm so sorry for your loss. No words to
No, within my husband, our dad, Tulima.
Ia, alea whanga tonuia ni fi mai, tino ni solo le te malo. Ole a ofisi ni mori mau ni mama futanga na a te whamanu atu for those non-speaker Samoan non-speaker or you know whatever. I'm a little bit confused at the moment, but I'm sorry that I have to tell my story in the Samoan language, and hopefully one of my sons will translate that into you in near future. But I did it up. Tu manu ai lia e talu fo'i le tautai ai popoe awa ua ngata tali ngata fali ua matalu pere seunga ai ua matai e sa fo'i tinga ua ia fata fao mea nei ula ise toi vai loa po sitika toi malanga awa uta oto i upanga upa ia mawhainga tulou na lau. O le walaupa ia le atua le awhionga ia whai noa. O le langia fo i lea o tau wawhangu. O le maota susu ai le tula epa. O le usuari. O le langia fo i lea i mtani te ngai mareata. I pautoa. O le maota susu ai le mali e toa na whanonga i ai Samoa. O maota susu ai salaa. O mali ori o ao e susu ai ai nuru. O tele ainga e susu ai me mea. O powesi e susu ai talabou. O palu tea e susu ai e sayumi. O le langi alea e fasino e susu le mali e toa na whaalonga i ai Samoa. Susu toa o le sao na lua. Sule ainga sa mani e toa ama le la whanga o usori. Manu mai ale matua o mango mai la ua o wasi whanua. Tulou lava. O au o toa lima tuala tamalelangi le fi pope. O le toa lua o whai ainoa. O whai ainoa tula epa whaatu ia e pei o nai loa ai si ona a inga. Se ia o ina ua ma whai poipo masuia ai ia whai ai noa pope. O noa sa whana mai i asu se fulu o au kuso i le tausanga e tasi iwa lima tasi. I sa papa alii i na iona mātua o tula epa whaatu ia si ona tama. A o losi si ona tina. E rona tolu o ia mai le whaasolonga o le whanaunga e to avalu o i lātou. O noa na tuua o na mātua malona a inga i sa papaliki. Ai malanga mai i New Zealand i le tausanga i tasiiwa fitu o. O le suruiwa o na tausanga. Sa mama sani manoa i le tausanga lama lea i tasiiwa fitu o. Se i o ina vea ma ua o se uo ma whana ma lalata i le tausanga i tasi iwa whiputasi. O noa sa nofo i Wainui Mata i Wellington i lona anti ma lona to'alua mali whanau. O i la ua o le whaifi au o le AOT Samoa i Wainui Mata. Sa o wia la o le malamalama ma o i le anti o loa. Excuse me. Malona tualua ma ua manoa o whai le mawha o. Sa talia le lei la fa mal na manga a tonu o le teleo la fa tau lo walu ma ile a inga io ya ele su pero de sa lo a se ki ko inga ba ku ke me me ya onoa o langa o mua i lona o langa atoa o a'u lelei faapena fo'i a'u o se teine muamua fo'i lea ua oualofa i ai sa tasi ia loa ma a'u ua fiafai se ma'aiga na o'o lava ina mauia ala o le malamalama sa o'o onoa ma a'u nei i le anti onoa ma lona to'alua ua tasi ia ma'ua ua mafi fa'ai poipo ai pangalea sa le fia matali tuali maina ni o ma onga sa abele nei me fa'ano loanga ia ma ua manoa sa solo noa i lona tuangana matua itanine talu wai olona tuangane e nofo i le fale na tama e le ingi teine e le nofo ai sa abe lona tuangane onoa ma no nofo ma fa'auō o teine i to'atolu o le latou aulotu i le PIPC po le Pacific Island Presbyterian Church in Dunedin. Sa o tuua la inga ma o malanga i Dunedin ma o nofo i lo tu fine ma lona to'alua. Sa ia ese inga o na o le pāo teine nei ma si o inga mai wai ina tūlai mai ai si tūlanga whainga tā. Wai u ina wha umai le ma whainga ngu si a uo e pele i lo loto. Ta alo whai. E a ulu ta whenga. E se le puti ai vai singano peo leo. E una sa fa uma le ma fa unga ai le sui ai lo lo fa ia no fa pena fo ino ilo na lo fa maoni ia kia o fa ftai e ui in nei pese se ina sa tula mai ai sa to yo ile ma fa sia pasa ma fa mau no i tenini pasa ma fa i poipo i tenini ma mawai ma fa na u tu lua o tama o David na fa na mai i le tausanga e tasiwa fitu fa le u tu lea ma Steve la vau na fa na mai i le tausanga e tasiwa fitu olu o le lina lea ai na maliu i sa moa i le tausanga e tasiwa fitu valu na malanga mai si o tama i le tasiwa fitu fitu manao e ave sa moa si o watani ia mamani wai i le tausanga tasiwa fitu valu na matou sifi i pa plufa i sa chako pe ona tufa fonga i moni mau tamai ke la unia na fana na pa grufa ona o ngā lenga na mawai le ma fana u to lua o Steve Susoni o le tama sa fana u tausanga tasiwa fitu iwa ma Melissa le teine lo afina la tihilea na whanau i le tisiwa manu o ma o ia o le ui. O le tausanga tisiwa manu tolu a mātou ia i pakurufa i South Taco. Na amata o na mawai le tina i anoa i mai ma whautua ina mai ai le fo mai ia ma ua ma le tina i manu lu tene e lea o ngā tene i lona tino ona o a unga o le mai e i taka tele i le mangulu o le tau. Sa mātou fuafuaina malanga i au kilani ono o le tau mawhanawhana. Ai peitai, na mātou muhi Christchurch i le tausanga i le tasiiwa waluono. Ma whaatau ai loa ma le mātou whale i le tasiiwa waluiwa i Christchurch lava. Sa avea ma mātou nuu ma whanau mai ai. Ma grandchildren e toa fitu o pei ona Silvia. E toa tolu le whanau a Susori. Toa tolu le whanau o te velo ia i nei. Toa whata me titi moro o tina. Ia ma molo o ga whine lea le tama Melissa. Lea laina o ta ure toa fitu. Io e. Ia sa ma whainga wenga maletina. Sa o i le lua ngā wenga sa whainga lungai si tina ni. O si tina e le whaalongolongo ti ngā. Io e. Sa sifikuka le tina i Princess Margaret Hospital i Christchurch. To a part-time cook i le College House le University Canterbury. Io e. Se i o ina whaamawai ai i le tele o tausanga, i le kuka, ona o le malu tele o vai maisi whapeu sa aisa ni me whapenaka kuka. Io e. E le malolo mai ai toi su e le isi ngā wenga, ma whai ngā wenga ai i le whanele ta ua o le teleport technology. Io e. Se i o ina ua retire i le luafes furuono, ai o lana tala i ate au, e le fia vave malolo e vave ai konoti, ai whai ngā muna pēa. I le tausana i lua o tasiva, sa malolo ai loa, mai lana ngā runga muli. Ua ai fo i le tele o suinga, le anga i le mai sa tau ave maia. Sa ma na o mai si ana tamatene tuatasi ma na tamatene e abatu lontina na tausi ma va aia ma o tasi ai se tonu o le afa tau le matou fale ma mea totino uma ai fai malanga i sini o se fuafuanga fai na tākele ona ua mautu uma le ainga ma le tauti ngā i le tele o tausana na tia e ai ai le suia lava ona o le alofa i le mana o mai o le whanau a wā fo i se whaasiringa malosi i le tina e pele i le mamawhitanga masi o te orua o te wala a wina i a mam e pei o na tō whaafonga ia e le taua e le a mana o i noa i ako e le wala uolo o noa e wala aua te a ona foi la e tina e o ma ia e o me moni na ai le ono na ingoa na te bala au ina foi ia o te o se tina e a lofa tele ia te u mala fana uma so se mea o ma a ina e fai e noa e o lava i ma tu e ma tongi e fa so uma ai moni ta i lava i le ma pace o vai aso ta tasi o se tina e whaangalonga tā, ona wina, e a lofa, loto maulang, anga malu, ta maliki, ona wina tau safia. E le imisa whaatasi o loa se isi tangu ona mafuta. O noa, o lona loto atoa, o au malak whanau, ma o matua, mana i ona matua. E peo na tō whaafonga i mori maua si tasi tō whine mai mātunu. Ia, nā o tō whaafonga. Ua i ule tau singa noa i lok ta maa, ma lok tina. Whapea foki si o le ta maa, si o le tina. O le taimi moni na maa malanga ai i Samoa, o le tau sana i lua o tasi fitu, i le maliu o si o le tina. E limas fu tau sanga o le ma whai poiponga, ai limas fu tonu tau sanga atoa, o le ma mawhtanga mai le ma whenga wo, se i o ina ua ma whai poipo. E wala uina mai e le atua ma whaamana maina lona ora, ua fitu se fu tasi tau sanga o loa, se fu tasi ma sina, maso e se fu lima. So i tiki lava o dia mai le tina ama na fix furulua i masina nei o au kuso. Io e. o no ana maliru ma file mu le ma fang o lona toe mana o lava lea ia tia u masia na tamatele ia lis masina e au mai o ia il ma fale fa o mai lona ola sa fa pena ona o faia ai le fai mo fie ai sa fia lava ma fia ona o le alofa pele i lo loto malo wanganga ato i ona toe aso muri sa le ma fai ona toe tautala mai se o pue tasi ai ilona toe tabi lava i le tasi lima iwa a mo le aso rufu ono o i ulai o le babeao ai o lana toe bala au mai lava ia hau te ma umu file muai no ia si apele ta lofa o le mafai o no sefe si o wala sa o tu bai mo le tua sa o fa malu roa ma fa tawa na watu ile tua ile tango ia lofa mai e pangale o fai le fina ngalo o fai to tashi o le tua o te tau o na fa malo lo watu o lava nga lima le lei mo le tua ma o ta ai ia la ia ma fia la fai na balanga fa manuia fa mana mai no lo soi fua il pule fai to tashi le tua ma we pe ana ma fai ona tau fa tashi se ba I'm so sorry. Te mea manu tatele o lamona se lotu ma kia. O ia ta ita ma le whana. Pa manu wa. Manu ia lau malanga i langi la pele. Ia maua sau no whanga mau. I le langi. Ma tōti te taru atu pēr mo o e yaso uma. Ia tātou e wheroa e i le langi i a ao lofa o Iesu. Ia, e whai wele whapero sina mori maupi kuu mo le tika o le nei ai, ai tawai o le whai tete e tūturi loa le taimi o le ale o tiko o le tūra whono ia ni te o mao uma ia o ai fa te mai le an e o kaunga po isu mai fa lo e mal fa la no fa ke la o a se kai le a o suma ia fisika ia ko le fa i wele ka ko ai se kai o a so ko pu pal il fa ngau mo lo fa lo e o se kai o que foi se ai ia ko sa ia ma o pueblo se que para el país do Catoainga, mas se ele aqui vai na filma, capaz de fazer uma filma de Noa e a pola do Suma ainda e a pola farol, tá?
Running after somebody, you gotta get inside. There are some places I cannot go, but I am sure of this one thing: my God is real, for I can feel Him deep within. My God is real. Yes, my God is real. It's real in my soul. Yes, my God is real. My God is real. Yes, my God. For He has yes, my God. Yes, my God is real. His love for me. Yes, my Savior's love. It's like a pure gold. Yes, my Savior's love. My God is real, for I can feel Him in my soul. Ei, ai, o te noa, mano foa, ngā e whai ngata. Ai wau i loa, ua ola ngona, ua na olo ua tua, e moni o ia, i lo loto. E moni lo ua tua, e moni lo ua tua, i lo loto. E moni lo ua tua, ona olo ua tua, e moni o mama, e moni tua tua, e moni lo ua tua, lona lo fua, e ua la valea, ose aroma mai, olo garofa, olo ua tua, e moni oia, i lo loto. My God is real. Yes, my God is real. It's real in my soul. Yes, my God is real. My God is real. Yes, my God. For He has yes, my God. Me whole. Yes, my God is real. His love for me. Yes, my Savior's love. It's like a pure gold. Yes, my Savior's love. My God is real, for I can feel Him in my soul. My God is real, for I can feel.
Aua e te pepe, wa ule mua ma le muli, o le ola nei lava. Sa o woti, o ke ola whaababau lava. Na po ina mai o ia le alii, wa ave se ina le alii, ia whamanuina le swafa o le alii. Leo tie, o whea o iai lo tui, me tunga maue, o whea o iai lo manu malo. Ai whaapatai I le atua o le na te toa ina mai le manu malo ia I tātou. talu lo tātou ali o Iesu Keriso. Wa o le pule tonu o le tua, lona alofa tu no tele. Wa ave ina tuai, ia te ia le nganga o lo tātou kina nei. Lea o tātou tu ina atu ai, lona tino le tunga mau. O le ele, o le lefu, ma le efu. Tonu mana wha moe i le tautu i le ola e whaavau. O lo tātou o li o Iesu Keriso. O le na te li ua o tātou tino o le anga. E ia whai e whātatau i lona tino mātanga o fie. E tusa ma le mana na te mawhaia o na whātou i lalo ina ai. O mea uma i ate ia lava. Tātou te talo. Le atua silisili e se. E maliu lo alo pele o Iesu Keriso. Na whātou i lalo ina ai le oti malona malo longa le ori sanga. Wa whapa ia ina ai tunga mau o tungata pa ia. Lona to e tū mamalu ua mau ai le ola. Ma le ola atali i le mala malama. Ma tau te o le atu. Ia e talia mai la ma tau whakatai le lava. Ona o le na manu ma lo i le oti ma le tunga mau. Saunia mo i mātou ma i lato uma. O e ua momoe i lona suafa. Ia e tau fia i mātou le mawhatanga e whawavau. Atasi ma i lato uma lo si o mia e lau o fio i le langi. Ina ia whatasi ai i mātou le toi tū ma le ola. Le ola soi pōpea. Ma o lo pule au whatasi ma lau o fio. Ma le anganga pa ia o le atua to tasi. E whaavavau, ona o Iesu. Amen. Au suma tātou pese, mātani ai tātou. Ta lo pa usoto haina o. Ua saulei, oe malolo. O le file mu foi mai le atua lo silisili lava I mea uma. Leo ina ai o tau loto a toa ma o tau mawhau. Le poto ma le alofa o le atua. Malona alo Iesu Keriso lo tātou ali. I le male manungia o lo tātou tamā. Le alo ma le anganga pa ia. E iate o tau ia so uma. E lea unoa. Le tātou talo whatasi mai le talo le di. Lo mātou tamai o I le langi. E pa ia lo suafa. O mai lo malo. Mai lo finangalo le langi. Ben pai le langi. E pa mai ate mātou. E mātou le ai tau le asu. E pa māngalo ia te mātou. Mātou o sana. Mātou fuio, mātou whamangani atu e wale mai a te mātou. Au foi taitaina I mātou ne whao so songa. Ie lawe I mātou ai lea. Ai ou le malo mai mai. A soa mani vi inga e whapaula. Amen. Mui mole kula I lalo ai au sua lero tako kese le mui mole.
Bye, Nana.
A ole I mo Malanga noa. Fase fua.
On behalf of the Pope family, we would like to express our gratitude for your condolences and sympathy in our time of mourning. A special tribute to Pastor Amosa. This is a token of our appreciation, as it was Mum's last request. I present you this on behalf of our dad, Tolima, brothers David and Steve, my daughter Zena, my granddaughter Dior, my sister-in-law Anne, our nephews Nick, Sid and David, East Lawyer, Papa David. Inoa Pionga, Etapa Au, Masisina, Solea Foa, Malo Susunga, Aini Pu, Pafelo Susunga, Michael Tolea Foa. Thank you for honoring our mum Fayangoa by attending her funeral. It is such a blessing to have you join our whole family. We will treasure this moment and all you have done for our family at this difficult time. Your humbleness to open your home for my brother's family to stay in and gifting Tama Soali'i, Dad's sister, Uncle Visita, who is also our pastor, who have been with our family since day one. Our cousins from Vale, Meloma, Seruia, Fortino, Melissa, Rachel, and our nieces and nephews for comforting us during this difficult time. Will never be forgotten. We love you so, so much. Auntie Vaita Masoali'i, Dad is very blessed to have a loving sister like you. God bless. To the Bernard family, all the way in Hawaii, who couldn't be here but are here in spirit, thank you for your unconditional love, support and prayers. We love you all. To our friends and family who have travelled here, my sister-in-law and nephew Nixon, niece Maya, Drawity and your whānau, Tyrone's family and parents Linda and Mark, Rachel, it means a lot to have your presence on Mum's Day. Mata'u, Mata'utia, Olofiso, Malefaletua, Yasina, Malenoho, Ialo. Thank you for your love and prayers during this time. Lastly, to Mum's dear friend Vicky, thank you for being there for Mum during her time in the hospital until present. Thank you for coming. Mum, ia manuia lavano malanga I le langi. You are not only loved by us, but so many people that you have crossed paths with love you just as much as we do. May God bless everyone here. Safe journeys back to your home, and we love you all.
As a young child, I learned to be honest and true. To the things I believe. Gotta make a move to a town that's